Colt, sorry to say, but he's so bad looking, shapeless, hopeless, broken legs. But he always pull out a very beautiful lady. I don't know what miracle he do perform because, like, how do you do that, bro? Including me, he took away my girl. Can you imagine that?
So let me set the scene for you. Colt, broken leg, no place to stay, no money, no dignity. And somehow, he ends up living in his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend's house. I need you to stay with me, because this story goes places I was not prepared for.
Despite everything that has happened, I still have a lot of feelings for you, a lot of emotions for you.
This man, seriously, he has no shame.
Courtney hadn't spoken to Colt in a month, a full month of peace. A month of detox from what she called, and I quote, that dumpster fire of a relationship. And then, out of nowhere, he calls. From Brazil, not Canada, not home, Brazil.
For the last month, I haven't been in touch with Colt because I needed a break. I found out the whole time he's been in Brazil with Diana, the woman he's been sending videos to.
This entire time, Courtney thought he went back to his mom's house in Canada to recover. No, he flew straight from Florida to Brazil to see Diana, the woman he had been sending videos to while he was living under Courtney's roof. And now he's calling Courtney from Diana's house on crutches, telling her his knee needs surgery, and the only doctor who takes his insurance is back in Orlando. Courtney's parents heard all of this over cabbage rolls. Her dad looked up and said, he is not staying with us. Her mom co-signed immediately. Not going to happen, not ever again.
He's not staying with us.
He's not staying at our place.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. One thing we've learned from this experience is there's no stranger's gonna stay at our house again, ever.
And yet, Courtney said she'd go pick him up from the airport. Her parents could not believe what they were hearing. Her parent pulled out the fishing line metaphor, said Colt was going to cast it and reel her back in, and told her not to let it happen. But Courtney had a whole explanation ready.
I feel he can't use me because I'm offering help. He's not playing me, he's playing himself.
That is the most creative way I have ever heard someone justify picking up the man who cheated on them from the airport. So she goes, and I want you to picture this. Courtney is driving to pick up the man who lied to her face, flew to Brazil to sleep with another woman, and is now hobbling back into her city on crutches. She had flowers in her car from a date she went on, flowers she forgot to take out of the trunk.
Then I actually had these flowers from a date the other day that I forgot in my trunks. But then my mind's like, this lying, cheating, manipulative son of a bitch.
She gave them to him. She gave Colt the flowers from another man. She said she was going through internal conflict. Her heart was saying, this is my best friend. This is the sweet Colt who was always there for me. And her brain was saying, this lying, cheating, manipulative son of a bitch. Two very different Colts. When they finally saw each other at the airport, he looked at her, and this was the reunion. This was what he had after all of this.
Your hair looks so blonde.
Your hair looks so blonde.
I got you flowers.
I never got flowers before.
Oh.
She said it was nice to see him, and she meant it, which honestly made it sadder. So once he was settled, Colt opened up about what actually happened in Brazil. He said things with Diana started out great. Chemistry was there. She was sweet and caring. He felt like a new person. And then he had to tell her he was coming back to Orlando, and that he'd be seeing Courtney again. Diana was not happy.
But things took a turn when I told Diana that I had to come back to Orlando for my leg surgery. I told her that I'd be seeing Courtney again, and she was not happy about that.
But here's the part that got Courtney. She asked him straight up if he slept with her.
You didn't sleep with Diana?
Well, can't say I didn't do that.
Well, I'm glad you worked for her. Clearly, I'm not over him.
Courtney had been told he couldn't perform with her. She thought it was the medication. She thought it was the broken leg. Turns out it worked just fine in Brazil. She said, so I was the issue, and I don't like that it hurts. She went quiet, and then said, I thought I was past him, but clearly I'm not over him. That dinner took a turn fast. Colt told her he still loved her, that he missed her, that there's a connection with Courtney that Diana doesn't have.
I love you, Courtney, and I promise you, I'm not going to disappoint you again.
This man, seriously, he has no shame.
Courtney's face said everything. She said, you just flew in from Brazil. You just told me you were with this other girl. And now you're sitting here at dinner telling me you love me. What happened to Diana? She called him out. She said, you were probably telling her the same thing last night. And then she started crying. Said she cried every day for a month. She was trying to date, trying to distract herself. And this man had the nerve to sit across from her and declare love while still technically with someone else in another country. He had no shame, none. Now here is where the story shifts. Courtney had been helping Colt get around, checking him into motels, driving him to appointments. She felt responsible. He got hurt while staying with her family. That guilt never fully went away. And then she started dating someone new. His name is Philip. Philip is 66 years old. They met at a bar about 2 months ago. She moved in pretty quickly. And then she invited Colt to move in too. Let me say that again. Courtney's ex-boyfriend is now living with Courtney and her new 66-year-old boyfriend in the same house, sharing a living room.
Hello, Philip.
Hi, Colt. How are you feeling? How's the leg?
A little better every day.
Colt found out about Philip by walking into the kitchen one morning.
Yep, Philip is Courtney's new 66-year-old boyfriend, and I'm living with them. Bet you didn't see that one coming.
Colt said from the outside he'd classify their relationship as a sugar daddy and sugar baby situation. Philip's explanation for letting Colt move in was very practical. He said he didn't like Courtney going to dirty motels to help this man every week.
I agreed to let Colt move into the house because Courtney felt responsible for him getting injured. The best solution was for him to be here, and then I would know what's going on all the time.
Genius or chaotic, possibly both. Colt said he couldn't walk into the living room because it was right outside his bedroom door. Philip and Courtney had no privacy. Philip was already tired of it.
He's a snake.
No, I think that too. We need to get him out of our home.
It's time to make him a little uncomfortable.
Now let's talk about how Courtney ended up here. After Colt, she said she started listening to relationship advice. And one woman told her, "Girl, you need a man that's older, like one with cataracts who has to pull out his reading glasses. A man who is so into you that he can't even see the girl across the bar." And she found that with Philip.
So after Colt, I started listening to relationship advice. Like, he opens the door for me, he pays for a date, like, that is sexy.
She said he opens the door for her. He pays for dates. He romances her. She said that is sexy. She also volunteered that the physical side of the relationship was great. No issues, no complications. She said if she asks, he's ready. They had date nights, pickleball, the whole thing. The only problem, Colt kept trying to crash those date nights. Philip saw right through it. He told Courtney, "I think Colt still has feelings for you," and he was right not to.
Guess who tried to crash tonight? I think Colt has a thing for you still. Of course I trust you.
Then don't worry about him.
Now let's bring in the pillow talk reactions because they did not hold back. The reactions to Colt in general were brutal, especially from one man on the panel who revealed that Colt actually took his girl from him back in Tulum, Mexico. He looked at Colt and just laid it all out.
Colt, sorry to say, but he's so bad looking, shapeless, hopeless, broken legs. But he always pull out a very beautiful lady. I don't know what miracle. I think that is his calling, cheating on women, I think that is his calling.
That's a read for the ages. Another panelist brought up the messaging situation. Courtney had been helping Colt upload something to social media and saw messages to other women. He had messaged a girl that afternoon saying, "Hey, gorgeous," right after telling Courtney he loved her the night before.
When we first got back to Orlando, I was helping him upload something on social media. You just told me you loved me last night. Now you're messaging random women to flirt with them. It's like, what the are you doing? Like, why?
The panel said, "You're living in her house. You can't get intimate with her, and you're texting other girls. Like, what are you doing?" Colt's defense was that Courtney never said anything good about him to her friends, said she was painting a dark picture.
I feel like her friends are very judgmental of me. And Courtney wasn't doing anything to help me or make me look better. She's just painting a more darker image to her friends.
The panel was not moved. One woman said, "She's not painting a dark picture. You painted it yourself. She's just showing them the canvas." Now the Pillow Talk episode also had some never-before-seen footage dropped in, and it filled in some important gaps. There was footage of Colt living with Courtney's parents earlier in the story. Fred and Jane, the sweetest people. Courtney said having Colt in the house actually changed her routine. She was waking up early, going to bed early. She said, "I felt like a wifey."
When Colt moved in with my parents, I feel they took him in with open arms. Actually, having Colt in the house made me have a different routine. Like, I was more responsible. I was waking up early, going to bed early. I felt like a wifey.
And then Colt broke their toilet. He said when he came back from the hospital, he was constipated. Her dad gave him 3 pills. He said what followed was like a volcano erupting, and his toilet did not survive.
Fred and Jane, like the sweetest people. I broke the toilet, so I just kind of created more problems for them. When I came back from the hospital, I was super constipated. So Fred convinced me to take these three pills. And after that, I just completely like a volcano erupting.
There was also footage of Courtney's dad walking past Colt doing the hop of shame back to his room in his underwear at dawn. They made eye contact. Her dad was smiling, but not the good kind of smiling. And then her dad came in and delivered the timeline.
Courtney's parents, they got up pretty early to play golf, so if I was leaving Courtney's room, the crack of dawn, and I'm hopping back in my underwear trying to go back to my room, Fred's sitting there, we make eye contact as I'm passing by. He's smiling at me, like what the f you doing in my house?
By the end of the episode, everyone had said their piece. Courtney said it clearly. She told Colt, "I'm going to be there for you, but as friends, I can't get sucked into his web of lies and deceit anymore. I am never giving him another chance. I never want to get duped by another lying, cheating, selfish man again."
That taught me a lesson I would carry with me to the rest of my life. I could never lie to a woman again. I can't sit through that again and break another girl's heart like I did Courtney. Tore me up on the inside that it's never gonna heal properly. Like my leg.
Colt, for his part, said Courtney taught him a lesson. Said she tore him up on the inside the way his leg might never fully heal. He said, "No more cheating, no more distractions. If things don't work out with the person I'm with, I will end it gracefully first." The host pushed him. "What makes you so confident you're going to change?" He said, "Because I cannot sit through that again and break another girl's heart like I did with Courtney." Whether anyone believed him is a different story. Philip told Courtney, "You've met your obligations. Time for him to move on." And Courtney agreed. She'd already kicked Colt out once. She didn't want to do it again. But she also wasn't going to blow up something real with Philip to protect someone who never protected her. So that's where we land. Colt, walking again, about to get pushed out of his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend's house, still apparently texting women, still using that same sad speech about feelings and love and not disappointing people. Courtney, moving forward. New man, pickleball dates, starting to remember what it feels like when someone actually shows up. Philip, patient, strategic, watching everything from inside his own house. And Diana, somewhere in Brazil, probably sensing something is off. If you want to see more breakdowns like this, let me know what you think of this whole setup in the comments. Do you think Colt actually changes, or is this just who he is? I'll be back with the next story. See you then.